Okay, naturally I'm a very quiet person, and I've noticed that when I have to speak to the lady, I have to use a lot of non-verbal communication. Recently I had to get a button fixed on my pants, and uh, and I was pointing at the area where my button was, and I ended up having to ended up seeing the doctor, and the doctor ended up sewing the button onto my pants. Recently we were also eating fish in the high-up canteen, and it was a very bony fish, and so I put the napkin down on the table. I put the bones in the napkin, and at the end of the meal, my Thai friend said I shouldn't have done that because it was very rude. And I'm learning, I'm learning Thai, and it's very hard for me to learn Thai because it's a very difficult language, and I find it very strange you have to put the adjectives in front of nouns, and also when you have to describe words you have to use a pronoun, a verb, an adjective verb, and then an adjective and a noun. And recently, yeah, I went out with some friends, and we went to like a go-go bar. Yes, and my 20-year-old friend, he couldn't get into a club, but he could get into a go-go bar, which I find really, really strange. And I was in the go-go bar, I was watching these American men, and like they talk really loud, and it makes them look really bad. Yeah, and I was watching them, and they were basically sitting there, and they were smoking, and they were chatting to the girls, and then they left. Yes, and I think the sex part of the evening came when I had to buy drinks. It was about 85 baht for an 800 ml bottle of Coke, and it was 800 baht to come back to Thai up in the tuk-tuk. And and also, I also don't think that once you get drunk in a bar in Thailand, because you might end up spending a night with a gritoy, and and also, yeah, I'm not interested in that sort of thing, so it doesn't really attract me to those sort of people. And another thing, yeah, I don't think the concept of Jerry Springer would ever work in Thailand, because the people here, they're just too polite and they respect each other too much. Yeah, and yeah, Thai people are very tolerant people and very kind. I'm supposed to teach my friend Ek, who lives in the dorm, Chinese, but sometimes I get just so busy that I just don't have any time these past 4 weeks, and sometimes I don't even like bother to tell him that I couldn't see him, and then I see him in the morning and he goes, "Oh, don't worry, no worries." And also I've sometimes actually ever wondered what it would be like to wear a skirt. And I think if I wore a skirt, I think I would forget to, yeah, like, forget I was wearing a skirt and put my legs, cross my legs. And yeah, I noticed that also, yeah, some girls, they like to wear a white shirt and they're wearing a black bra, and you can see their bra, and it's kind of embarrassing. And naturally, yeah, I'm quite an absent-minded person, and I've actually lost my room key 3 times already since staying in this dorm, and I've actually locked my room key 3 times in my room in one day as well. And I think okay.